Welcome, Thinking Big Nation, to another episode of the Thinking Big podcast. I'm your host, Sean Osborn, and today we're going to be talking about a topic that is really often overlooked, but it is absolutely crucial for our success in achieving our goals. And we're going to be talking about the power of an accountability system and how it can actually help you go further faster with the goals that you have.
Welcome to the Thinking Big podcast with Sean Osborn, the show helping you think bigger into your life and potential. Sean believes by equipping you with the tools, strategies, and philosophies required to be successful in all aspects of your life, you can achieve anything you believe in. Empowering our own growth makes a deeply positive and lasting impact on our lives, community, and our world. Now, here's Sean.
And I want to take a moment to tell you about our incredible sponsor this week, the Neuroencoding Institute, founded by my friend Joseph McClendon III. Have you ever thought about becoming a certified coach? Why not grow your impact and your income through neuroscience-backed coaching? And that's really where the Neuroencoding Institute is just perfect for you to kickstart that journey. Check it out. It'll be in the show notes. Now let's get back to the show. You often hear people say that the road to success is a lonely journey, but you are never truly alone. We're part of a vibrant, interconnected world, and our success is often a reflection of the world that we're in. Today, we're going to explore the concept of an accountability system that you can put in place and some of the neuroscience behind why this is so powerful and why it's so important. This is a system that can dramatically increase your chances of success and absolutely move them faster. This is someone to whom you answer for your actions and your results. Someone that keeps you on track and honest. So let's dig into the power of accountability and see how it can transform your journey with success. So let's start off by talking about, the neuroscience behind accountability systems or accountability partners. See, our brains are wired for social interaction. We are inherently social creatures, whether you're an introvert or an extrovert, it doesn't matter. And this has a profound impact on how we think, learn, and behave. When we involve other people in our goals, it taps into this social aspect, of our brain, making the process more engaging and more motivating. First, we have what's called our mirror neurons. And I did a full episode on our mirror neurons. I think it's episode 103. It should be called the secret behind why we are the average of the 5 people that we spend the most time with. And go check out that episode if you want more detail. In a nutshell, I've dubbed our mirror neurons as our inner ninjas. Why ninjas, you might ask? Well, because ninjas are known for their stealth, their agility, their precision, performing actions so subtly you barely realize what has transpired until it's all said and done. This is a neuroscience phenomenon where we copy the actions of others in our own nervous system and have a firsthand experience of what's going on from that other person. When we see others achieving their goals, it motivates us to do the same thing because we have already experienced that success in our own nervous system and in our own bodies, and it wants more. Secondly, having an accountability partner can trigger the release of dopamine. It's that neurotransmitter associated with, the feeling of pleasure and satisfaction. And when we share our goals with someone else and then achieve those goals, it can lead to a dopamine release. And this makes us feel good and motivated, helps us repeat that behavior again. And thirdly, there is a fear of letting others down. This fear can be a powerful, powerful motivator. When we commit to someone else that we're going to do something, we are more likely to follow through because we don't want to disappoint them. And this is all tied to our desire for social acceptance and approval. And then lastly, having an accountability partner can help reduce stress and anxiety. When you're working towards your goal alone, it can sometimes feel overwhelming. I know I've been there. I'm sure you've been there. But having someone else there who's invested in our success can provide emotional support and help us manage those feelings. So in essence, having an accountability partner or an accountability system, as we'll get into, leverages our brain's natural tendencies towards social interaction, rewards, and fear of social disapproval to keep us motivated and on track to achieve our goals. As John Maxwell wisely said, one is too small of a number to achieve greatness. That's right, no one succeeds alone. Behind every successful person, there's other great people. There is a great team. It's all about surrounding yourself with the right company because proximity matters. There is power in proximity. Other people can provide inspiration, knowledge, perspective, wisdom, and feedback you need to keep you on track. And this really brings us to the heart of what today's episode is all about. The concept of an accountability system, or a partner if you want to call them. This could be a group, it could be an individual, and we're going to talk about those. This is someone or something that can help dramatically increase your chances to succeed. This is someone to whom you answer for your actions and your results, and it's a person that keeps you on track and honest. Stephen Covey once said, accountability breeds responsibility, and he could not be more true. Having a dream or an idea is not enough. Most people fail to achieve what they want because they don't set goals, or they set unrealistic or very broad ones that don't work, and it's pretty much the same thing as not setting a goal at all. But with an accountability system or an accountability partner, you have someone to share your dream with, someone to help you set realistic goals, and someone to keep you grounded and focused. Let's explore this concept a little bit further. And how about we dive into the power of accountability and see how, it can transform your journey to success and make it much quicker. What does accountability truly mean? What does it mean? Accountability, in essence, is answering or accounting for your actions and results. It's what leaders crave more than anything from both themselves and their teams. Now, here's a fact that I came across, and if you've worked with me at all in the past, it's probably no surprise. According to a study by the Association for Training and Development, your probability of achieving something depends on being specific and committed. If you simply have that idea, you're going up against some pretty bad odds. But the moment that you consciously decide to achieve something, your chances increase to about 20%, which is not that great, right? And when you set a clear date and have a clear step, or at least a clear few steps, your chance of succeeding becomes 50%. So the more you do, right, the bigger your chance is of becoming successful and getting to that goal. And you've probably heard of SMART goals, right? SMART stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. And that's exactly what we're talking about here. But here is where it gets really interesting. Social commitment dramatically increases your odds. I'm going to repeat that again. Social commitment dramatically increases your odds. And we talked about kind of the neuroscience of things a little bit earlier, right? When you commit to someone that you will do it, your probability stretches to 65%. And when you create a specific accountability appointment with a person that you've committed to, the odds are overwhelmingly in your favor at 95%. And those are some pretty good odds. I wish my odds were always 95% that I was going to hit that goal. And I'm in the middle of writing my book, and I have a writing coach and an accountability partner. And we have biweekly accountability calls. And I can tell you without a doubt, there have been plenty of weeks where I would have not written a damn thing if I did not have to get on the call with Kat, face her eye to eye during our accountability calls and go over the updates of the book. I would have not done them. It's the accountability that kept me going. I knew I did not want to disappoint her, right? I read a quote from Thomas Monson a little while ago, but it says, when performance is measured, performance improves. But when performance is measured and reported, the rate of improvement accelerates. The likelihood of getting new habits to stick dramatically increases when you set time to report back to someone on your progress. Yes, social accountability increases the likelihood of achieving your goals, but it's not enough. You need to commit to an accountability group or a partner. For instance, like a mastermind group or a single person, whichever way you go. And we're going to actually talk about those a little bit. Accountability is critical for your success and to reach your goals. Here's another reason why I forgot to mention it early, but it's the principle of reciprocity. Reciprocity is a fundamental principle in human interactions, and it's deeply rooted in our neurology. It's the idea that if someone does something for us, we feel a strong urge to do something for them in return. This principle is so powerful that it can create a sense of obligation to someone, even when they're not asked, even when they don't ask for it back or favor, nothing, we still feel that need. And when we experience reciprocity, our brains release oxytocin, sometimes referred to as the bonding hormone or the love hormone. And this little hormone plays a crucial role in social bonding and trust. It makes us feel good and strengthens our connections with the person that we're interacting with. So when we talk about accountability partners and groups, this principle of reciprocity comes into play in a big way, and it can be a very, very powerful motivator. Moreover, having an accountability partner or being part of an accountability group can stimulate another important part of the brain, the prefrontal cortex. And this is the part of the brain responsible for executive functions like decision-making, goal setting, self-control. And when we make a commitment to someone else, it's like we're flipping the switch in our prefrontal cortex. So in essence, accountability partners and groups leverage our brain's natural tendencies to enhance our motivation and our commitment. So let's dig into just a little bit, what an accountability partner truly is, and more importantly, what they are not. An accountability partner is someone who coaches another person to help them keep a commitment. But let's be clear, an accountability partner is not an app on your phone. It's not the little reminder that goes bing. It's not time blocking on your schedule. Their purpose is not simply to remind you of what you need to do. And the role is not for them to reward you for your improvements either. Your success depends on developing a mutual relationship, finding someone you trust who also complements your skills. So what does an accountability partner do? Let's break that down, what they actually do. So first, they help you track your goals. Without clear goals, smart goals with what you want to do and what you want to achieve, the time frame, and how you're going to measure it, there will be no point in having an accountability partner. Secondly, they call out your BS. So many people fail to achieve their goals because they lack self-awareness. They always have something or someone to use as an excuse. However, playing the blame game will get you nowhere. Keeping you honest is the most important role of an accountability partner. That's one of the most important things that they can do. Thirdly, they uncover your blind spots. You cannot fix what you don't know. And it is real easy to see someone else's blind spots. I know we all do it. But it is incredibly difficult to see our own. We can't see our own. And that's why blind spots are called, blind spots. Everyone can see them but you. Your accountability partner can illuminate what you're missing, and that is so incredibly important. Fourthly, they act as a red light. Changing behaviors or creating new habits is not a linear process for us, and your progress can slow down, or your autopilot will activate and will try to get you back into your comfort zone before you ever really even notice what's going on. And your accountability partner is a warning light for you that turns on when you're about to revert to those bad behaviors. Fifthly, they serve as a sounding board. When you hit the wall, you need more than just a goal tracker. Your accountability partner can help you brainstorm solutions, get you back on your feet, and help you recover faster than if you were by yourself. Sixth, they can ease the pain. Changing behaviors or trying to achieve new goals is anything but easy. We all know that. And your accountability partner can alleviate part of the stress and pain by refocusing your energy. They won't remove the pain, that's not what they're there for, but they can certainly alleviate it a bit. And finally, they're your partner in crime. Remember, you don't travel alone. Sharing the journey with your accountability partner or accountability group will make you feel accompanied across this journey. Now, for me, there are 3 really distinctive different styles of accountability partners or accountability systems. So let's see which one might be a best fit for you. I actually use all 3 of these formats for different types of goals, and we'll go through those. So the first type of accountability system that we're going to talk about is individual accountability. This is when you choose an accountability partner, a single person, to help you achieve your personal or professional goals, whatever it is. This is a one-on-one format, and I have used this format for specific goals, specifically when I wanted an accountability partner that had been there, done that for one of the goals that I was trying to achieve, a subject matter expert for that specific goal. And this is the format that I'm actually using right now for writing my book. My accountability partner has been there, done that, written books, all of those above, right? So that's the type of accountability partner that I'm using for my book writing. The second format is team accountability. Joe Doomers once said, on good teams, coaches hold players accountable. On great teams, players hold players accountable. That's really the power of team accountability, and that's what we're doing. The best team accountability tool that I have ever found is with a true mastermind group, and I encourage you to listen to an episode I did, I think it was 125, The Secret Strategy of Successful Entrepreneurs. Go back and listen to that. That goes much deeper into masterminds and what they're for and what they can do. But in a nutshell, a true mastermind is really a small group of people, and really no more than 12, who act as your very own, personal think tank and board of advisors. And this group commits to regular meetings with a deliberate agenda to harness the formidable power of collective intelligence. That's one side of a mastermind. The other side is to hold every member accountable for their goals. And I'm telling you, there's really nothing like a true mastermind group. This is the style that I use for all of my general, business and personal development accountability. Unless I'm doing something very specific, I am always in a mastermind group. This is what keeps my normal goals and my, what I'm doing going. And if you join a non-traditional mastermind group, you see tons of people out there doing mastermind groups. Some of them have 100, 200 people in them. It's not a mastermind. But if you do get in one of those groups with 20 members or more, I encourage you to create an accountability partner with one person that's actually in that group, because you're really not going to get that accountability from that style of a mastermind group. Get an accountability partner from that. And finally, we're going to talk about the reciprocal accountability. This is another very important accountability format or tool that you can use. And this works when two people are going through the same thing or the same experience. As an example, when I was training for an Ironman or marathons, I found an accountability partner. Some people call them training buddies, whatever you want to call it, that was doing the same thing as I was. And we both became accountable to each other. We set the training days, we set, everything. This is a powerful tool for achieving that particular goal, because your accountability partner is expecting you to be there to do that, and they're experiencing the same challenges that you are. You keep each other accountable. It's not a one-on-one like the other one. This is you are actually keeping each other accountable in the reciprocal accountability format. So if you're taking a new course, or you're going through some sort of certification process, or learning a new skill, this type of accountability partnership can be extremely powerful to get you to that goal. Now, once you have accountability partners or accountability groups set up, I really want to break down 8 steps to most effectively get what you can out of that accountability platform, right? Whatever, I want you to get the most. If you're going to do it, you might as well get the most bang for your buck. So first, choose someone who can keep a distance. This should be a person who, they could know you, they might not know you, but they're not necessarily a friend. And I can't emphasize this enough. Your friends, your family members make crappy accountability partners. Don't do it. Just don't do it. Yes, if you and your significant other are doing a diet, you can do accountability partners for that. But in general, do not use friends and family for your accountability, because it just doesn't work. Yes, they love you. They care for you. But subconsciously, they really want you to stay nice and comfy. They don't want to see you get hurt. And that is 100% not what you need from an accountability partner. Second, find someone you connect with. This person not only helps you flesh out your business or your project ideas, but they'll also be there to lift your spirits on those days when motivation is hard to come by. Remember, the journey towards your goals won't always be smooth sailing. I can guarantee they're not always going to be smooth sailing. And there will be highs, there's going to be lows, and having someone who understands and supports you, that's there for your goals, can make all of the difference in the world. Third, find someone who you can learn from. Time is one of the most valuable investments that you can make. When you form an accountability partnership, you're investing your time in each other to reach your milestones, to reach your goals. And this partnership really should be a learning process for both of you. And there's always room for growth and knowledge, and your partner can be a great source of new skills, new insights. Fourth, find someone who will give you the tough love. An accountability partner isn't just a cheerleader. They're also a coach, and they should be able to point out areas that you need improvement in and help you to strike that balance between, overwork and slacking. And it's just as important, you need to learn how to accept that. Most people will hear that and say, yeah, right? While it might be hard to hear those harsh realities at times, your accountability partner knows your journey from the very beginning and will give you that tough love when you need it to keep you moving forward. Fifth, test the relationship out. If this is your first one or you're not sure, test it out. Before you commit to a long-term engagement with someone that can be your accountability partner or system, experiment for a few weeks. Try a couple of accountability partners out to see which style works best for you. 6, define clear rules of engagement. Some people prefer a more active coaching style while others want more of a passive one. Do you want an accountability partner that's just asking you questions, or do you expect them to provide you with some ideas and some feedback and some coaching as well? And if it's the latter, this is also a good place where a mastermind would really work for you. Number 7, establish regular touch points. The "I'll call you when I need you" approach does not work. Both parties need to commit to and meet on a set schedule to build the rhythm and the cadence of it. And I really like bi-weekly cadences for all of mine. It's far enough apart from each other to make some progress and close enough to consistently monitor the progress that I'm getting. And this will actually provide, tremendous opportunity for the accountability partner to coach you. Number 8, revisit your goals at least every 3 months or so. Reflect on your progress, but most importantly, on the overall journey. What has changed? What have you learned? And what needs to be adjusted? All right, Thinking Big Nation, that wraps up today's episode. We've journeyed through the power of accountability and the role of an accountability partner or system in your journey to success. Remember, no one succeeds alone. And with the right mindset, clear goals, and a dedicated accountability system, you are well on your way to achieving greatness. And I hope these tips will help you find the right partner in crime. And remember, the journey to success does not have to be a lonely one, and it should not be a lonely one. And if you enjoyed this episode, please don't forget to follow, rate, and review the podcast on whatever platform you listen on. It really does help us reach more people who, like you, are eager to unlock their full potential and create the life that they really desire. So until next week, keep thinking big, and remember, the power to change your life lies within you.